Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done a video. Not had time. But this is what I've been talking about, and I promised some people, and they've been asking, so I'm bound and determined to do it. I'm going to start doing videos that are my trash finds or free sourcing. That's why I started this channel, is to do free or extremely low cost, like $2 and less on crafting supplies. And I sort of went away from that. So I'm going to share you with some trash finds that I have found within the last month or two. And no, I do not go digging in dumpsters, even though I watch a lot of channels that do. And if my area had dumpsters to dig in, don't you believe I wouldn't go. But there are places that you can look. So I'm going to start out the actual paper this is written on. Reams and reams of this in the trash. Why? Because they don't want the hole punches. Yep. So, you know, a ream has 500 sheets. Can you imagine how much of that I have? Oodles and oodles of reams. Remember this old printer copy? A whole case. We're talking a huge, big old box, about almost a 1.5 feet tall, full of this. And if you remember anything about it, this pulls right off easily, and you've got regular old copy paper. Okay, and I think, I have no idea, it's over 1,000 sheets in there. As well, here we go, old textbooks. These are old. I've already started cutting some things out of them. This is just a sampling of some of the stuff that I've got. I've got textbooks wazoo, is all I can say. And I'm thinking, nope, the date's not there, but you can tell by looking at the print how old it is. If you don't want to use the images out of it, of course you've got a nice slim journal cover there. You also, it's great for painty papers on top of it to use for backgrounds, gluing things on it, because it's really good paper. I have got tons of these. These are atlases. They are no longer, as you know, when countries change, the atlases that schools use are no good. So guess where they go? They go in the dumpster. So I guess technically I do dumpster dive at school, but they have like these huge big trash bins that clean trash go in before they go throw it in the big dumpster, and you just have to watch and get there as they're wheeling it out. But just to give you an idea, some of it's just words, but I've already used several. You have got all these kinds of maps. I think I only brought 10 of these home. I probably could have brought 100 if I wanted to. Also, dictionaries. Dictionaries are no longer used in schools. Why? Because we have the internet. You can Google it and get your answer just like that. So this is a very old dictionary. And you can see aged pages. I can get all kinds of these. This is the older ones, but some of the newer ones that are still old, but newer. But this one I grabbed because I like the cover and thought they'd make a nice book cover plus the dictionary pages. So here we go. I had mentioned in one of the live chats that one of the best places to go free sourcing and trash finds is to watch your local yard sale groups, your local marketplace groups, your Facebook, and look for yard sales. Because I'm going to tell you something. The last day of the yard sales, you know when they end. You show up when they end. This is what most people do, because they don't want to take them and donate them. They will put them in trash bags. All the stuff in there is stuff from the yard sale and clean. There's no food. There's no nasty things to get into. But they will literally set the trash bags out. All you got to do is take them. That's where this stuff is what I call what's in the bag. So I'm going to show you some stuff. Ribbon. And as you can see. Okay? So I'm just going to sort of be laying some things down here. I will probably have to take more than one video because there's that much. Ribbon. Never been opened. Burlap ribbon. Raffy. Raffy, whatever. Y'all know. Ribbon. Never been opened. Never been opened. I'm just going to sort of be throwing this stuff over. So if you hear something fall, it's probably because I'm stacking them up haphazardly. And no, everything's not ribbon. Some more ribbon of what's in the bag. And yes, this is stuff. Trash. And some people say, well, that's not really trash. Yes, it is. I promise you, if you go to these bigger cities, you go to areas that have lots of money, neighborhoods that have money to waste, I call it. Most crafters are made just to keep up with stuff. I'll keep showing as we're going. Oops, that came off. Old antique. But they do. When they buy something for a project, they wanted to do a wreath and they needed that, they would make the bow, finish the wreath, and then throw the rest in the trash. That's what a majority of the world does. We are a nation that tosses things. So that's what you've got to be on the lookout for. Those, oh, okay. That actually came in my daughter's trash. She was trying to sell them and didn't. So when she threw her trash bags out, that had that. So that was from her yard sale, so I did not pay for it, and she did not give it to me. I pulled it out of her trash bag because I thought those would make good kits. Same thing goes here. She had this in the trash bag going away. So I grabbed it. She's throwing that away too. Thought I could figure out, come up with something. Here, scenting strips. Cut those into journaling cards. They're very thick. They're cardstock. But those are trash finds, literally. People didn't want it. They were going in the trash. Those few things I told you did come from my daughter's. Okay. No, I'm not anywhere near. Said it will probably end up being 2. Okay. I did go through and sort. I took it out of it. It was what, the 13-gallon white kitchen trash bags, hefty trash bag that stretches, and it was packed full. It was so heavy that it ripped the top. Does that tell you anything? All stuff, all crafting stuff. I've got to pay attention to stay in there. These, never used. Burlap. Tulle. That's the cotton stuff. Tulle. Throw some of this stuff back here and I'll pull it all off in a minute. More burlap ribbon. Tulle again. Tulle. Yes, some of these apparently, people making wreaths. You still use that stuff in your journals. Black tulle. In there. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Like I said, you're going to hear everything hit the floor in a minute because I can guarantee you I'm going to knock it off turning. Actually, I think I'll just toss it right here on the floor next to me. It'll go quick. Okay, finish up here in this bag. Got belt. That is a tablecloth, silk tablecloth. Another piece of felt. Silver material, and it is meshy, so I thought that'd be cool with clusters. Look at this huge thing of burlap. Yes, it's green. Look at this material. Noah's Ark. Looks like it might be a children's quilt kit. I'm not sure. But it's got animals that you can use in the zoo. You can use that in farm. There's all kinds. Rabbit can be farm, zooing. That can be used in a beach one because it's a whale. All kinds of stuff. You just got to look. Donut scarf. Yep. Okay. There's that bag. So far, I've emptied 2 bags out. Or that I have gotten out of that one trash bag. With the exception of those 4 items from my dog. Okay. And a few school items I showed you. Okay, here we go. Decorations. Notice a lot of this stuff is brand new, never been used. Got some daubers. Three fans. Just two of them are different. But, you know, use pieces, take them apart. That's sand. Actually, that right there is awesome for using in your gesso and types of things to give a gritty type thing. Works awesome. There's those. Couple of these. Those are some stamps. You can tell that they had used those for a project. Tongue compressors. A patent bag. This right here. Yes, they used some of them. All stencils. Round wood pieces. Well, looks like I spilled something in here. Whoops. That was me. I think one of the... That is another egg. Those are some of the tags. Rocks. Two wood forms. Wood Christmas tree. Happy barn. Another Christmas tree. Jingle bells. Some wire. Got a embroidery kit. Or round wooden blocks. Three wooden pipes. Mounting foam tape. Okay, now we'll get this out of the way. Okie dokie. Also, in those bags, this thing is for last. These are old vintage things. They were there. So I can figure out how to open them. See, in the container. I sort of put some things in there together. That had some, that little container had a few things in it, but I had the different little put in here snaps and hooks. Oh, that one would be great for journal covers. Even a little Santa hat in there. So, I mean, there's some little beads. See where they'd used it for projects. Okay. Snaps and grommets, some buttons, hooks and eyes. That's what all this was. Very old, wonderful little cards to put in a journal. Button gauge. I was thinking that'd make a good bone folder. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with winding bobbins and threading needles, an old-fashioned needle. I haven't researched it because that pops out like to push something through. So I think that might be a old-fashioned needle threadle. I really don't know. I'll research it one of these days. was a roll that had some of that ribbon on it, so they must have unrolled it. Needles, thread. You can see some hem edging buttons, an old zipper. What's in that bag? Buttons. That's an old bag. Use that. Already aged. Look at that. Isn't that cool? More beads, more needles, buttons. Thread. Just all kinds of things. A little bit of elastic. Yes, all that. With the exception of those few books I got at school. And those few things I got for my daughter came out of one garbage bag. Most of it new stuff. There was nothing in it but that. And last I'm going to share with you this in the trash at school.